which is the best Fujifilm Instax Mini camera for parties or weddings. Contender number 1, Instax Mini 8 or the Instax Mini 9. Contender number 2, Instax Mini 11 or the Instax Mini 40. Instax Mini 11 and Instax Mini 40 are the same exact camera on the inside, they just look a little bit differently. The Instax Mini 11 is more playful and the Instax Mini 40 is like more elegant, more adult-like. Contender number 3, Instax Mini 90 Neo Classic. Contender number 4, Instax Mini LiPlay. This camera is discontinued, but I think they made quite a bit of them and they just discontinued recently. So you should be able to buy used pretty easily. And contender number 5, Instax Mini Evo. I think this is the newest camera in the Instax Mini lineup. It's the most expensive and it's like the fanciest, but let's see how they stack up. And contender number 6, not shown, is the Instax Mini printer. Links to all these cameras will be in the description below. And the winner is Instax Mini 11. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the video. So you like a little more detail, huh? So let's get into it. So the Instax Mini 8 is the cheapest camera. You can probably get it for like 80 bucks. It's the oldest. So the Mini 8 and the Mini 9 are pretty much the same thing. The Mini 9 has a selfie mirror. It's a pretty simple camera, but it's a little bit outdated. It does not do so well indoors. It kind of gives you the old look of the Instax cameras where the subject is pretty well illuminated by the flash, but the background is completely black. So I would not recommend it for that reason. Another reason, even if your party is outside, when you turn on the camera, it will tell you how much light you have, and then you have to select this based on how much light you have. And for people who never use the camera, it's really confusing and it's just aggravating. So they don't know what to do, they don't know what these lights mean. So that's the reason why I would not recommend this camera, despite the fact it's the cheapest at the moment. It's better to pay the extra 25 bucks and to get the Mini 11. So the Mini 11 is the winner, so we'll get to that last. The next one is the Mini 90. This one is like really expensive now. It's like $170 on B&H on Amazon. I bought it for like 110 a few years ago. I'm not sure why it went up in price so much. This is a great camera for an enthusiast, for somebody who really wants to get into Instax and experiment, but it's not a good camera for parties because it does have an automatic mode, so when you turn it on, you can shoot and it will pretty much work just like the Instax Mini 11. It will be all automatic, but when people mess with the buttons on the back, they can definitely set something and it's gonna give them bad results. And it's just too complex. People are not used to these cameras anymore. Everybody shoots with an iPhone. So it's just the extra complexity that people don't need at parties and at weddings. People just want to have fun. People want to come up to the table where the camera sits with the film. They want to grab it, snap a picture, and move on. All the cameras up till now have been fully analog cameras. So there is no digital capture going on. It's just the light travels from the subject through the lens onto the film. The next two cameras, the LiPlay and the Evo, are what they call hybrid cameras. So essentially it has a small tiny little digital camera here. Then it has a LCD on the back, and you take a picture, it shows up on the LCD, then you can take a bunch of different pictures. And once you like some of the pictures, you can print it on this. So essentially, it's a small digital camera fused with a printer. You take pictures like with the digital camera, and then once you find the picture you like, you print it out. Again, this is pretty complex for people at the party. I would not recommend it. I think it just confuses people and also doesn't have the instantaneous charm. So when you're taking pictures with a camera like this one, it's kind of like a poor iPhone experience. I mean, everybody's used to taking pictures with the iPhone, so they snap, 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 take a million pictures, and then you can just print some of them. It's probably better for saving film, but it just does not have the magic of like, okay, you got one picture, don't mess it up, nobody blink, boom, and you take it and it comes out, you don't have to do anything else. But if you do want to go with the hybrid route, you can also think about whether it's worth it to go with the Evo, or should you just get a printer for half the money. The Evo is a beautiful camera. It's really fun for Instax enthusiasts, but for a party and for a wedding, I think it's too complicated. This summer I was at the wedding and they had the Instax Mini 11, and even that was a little bit too complicated for the people. People had a little bit of a hard time on how to put the film in and how to turn on the camera. So let's jump to the Instax Mini 11 now. So how to turn on the camera is not super obvious for people who've never held this. People might think that you turn on here by the button, but you actually have to extend the lens. So if you use this at the party, it would be good to have some infographic to kind of show the steps. So it's like, pick up the camera, push the button here, and then push the button to take a picture. But it's a super simple camera. When you're taking pictures, the party is generally grouped, so it's you don't need to even use the selfie function, but even to activate the selfie function is not too hard. So for parties, weddings, this is my top recommendation. If you don't like the kind of childish look and like the fun look of the Instax Mini 11, and you want something a little bit more elegant, you can go with the Instax Mini 40. Same camera, this one is $77, the Instax Mini 40 is $100. So it's up to you if the difference in look is worth extra $23 to you. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing. I have a ton more Instax videos on my channel. So if you have more questions about Instax cameras, check out my other videos. There's a pretty good chance your questions will be answered there. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to put comments below and I'll do my best to answer those.